So we had Matt Mayoko, who, again, the quote was very taken out of context, which the media is very, very good at, basically saying that the 49ers would listen to trade offers for Deebo. They'd listen to trade offers for anybody. And this wasn't a direct quote from anybody in the 49ers front office.
Right.
However, I think that is true. We're not too far removed from the DeForest Buckner trade, which, ripped John Chapman's heart out. Is there a point... And let's do this and bring everybody back down to sanity. Is there a point that the front office and Deebo's relationship kind of sours to the point where it is time to move on, in your opinion?
I think there is. I think you have to have the optimism to say that, you know what, there is a scenario where Deebo can be traded, only because we watched it happen 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, it ripped the heart out of your chest. This would literally rip off, the heart, and would take my brain. I turn into a zombie if they get rid of Deebo Samuel, because he was the life of the 49ers. Like, you know what Deebo represents, in my opinion, for the 49ers? The blood. It flows. He injected the blood through the veins and allowed it to flow to every organ of the body. You take Deebo away, the blood kind of doesn't work properly. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going to have to figure something out. It's probably going to have to come down to Deebo and his camp more say. I think the 49ers are going to get to a number, and they're probably not going to budge. It's probably what it's going to be. I'm hoping the number is like slightly above the 25. I'm hoping.
Here's okay. The 49ers are very strict negotiators. They always have been. And if this contract does get extended, it's going to take place in training camp, just like Kittle, just like Warner. But the new CBA puts everything on the team. The team has all the leverage. So let's say the 49ers offer, hey, we're going to pay you $22 million a year, just throwing a number out there. And Deebo's agent says, nope, not enough. The 49ers can just go, okay, cool. And you're going to play out your rookie deal. We don't have to extend you. There's no more holdouts. You cannot hold out. If Deebo holds out, not only does he not get paid, he gets docked payment that cannot be forgiven by the team. Used to, a team would hold out and be like, oh yeah, that was in the past, no big deal, we'll forgive it. Not allowed to do that anymore. And if he held out the whole season, the season doesn't accrue. It doesn't count as an official season. So Deebo would be in the 4th year of his rookie contract the following year. So there is no, I'm holding out Michael Crabtree, whatever. That does not exist anymore in the new CBA, which the players voted for. I really felt like they should have fought for more, but they raised the minimum payment, and all the undrafted free agent guys voted for it, and they passed the numbers. But even if you do, so let's say Deebo says, you know what? I'm just going to play out my rookie deal. I don't want $22 million a year. Let's move on. Well, guess what? You can franchise him the following year. Deebo has no leverage here. Zero. Am I wrong?
No, you're 100% correct. And that for Deebo is not good. Like and then I just feel like the 49ers will be back into a sort of kind of Jimmy Garoppolo kind of like situation again. Like another year where we're just like, oh my gosh, how can we get this play? Like it's gonna get crazy, man. And I'm hoping the 49ers find a way to extend them, because I think what the 49ers do love to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, the players that they truly love, they do solids, right? They do some solids for him. And so I'm thinking they're going to give Deebo like a solid. Like, I was talking to a couple of people. I was talking to Raj and Schmitty today, and we were just like, yo, man, what if we do this? What if they just did him a solid like this? Yo, Deebo, look, check this out, man. Look, I'm going to be moving Jimmy. I'll give you that money, right? So you can make about $20 million this year. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I could promise, you continue to do whatever. We can talk about contract, extension, whatever. I'm thinking that's something they're going to do. But here's the issue, John, the draft. That's the issue, because there's two things the 49ers are going to have to figure out. If they're so far away from these agreements, they have 2 weeks to figure it out, because they do not want to miss out on drafting a number 1 wide receiver in this particular draft.
Dude, well said. Yeah, if Deebo's getting traded, it's happening now. It's happening the next 2 weeks. You don't trade him after the draft, and you don't get a top-tier wide receiver for future draft picks. And here's another thing. Back to Deebo. That dude's slated to get $4 million this year. So if he wants to play hardball and say, nope, I don't want to sign $22 million because I want $25 million, which is a $3 million difference, right? So if he says that, well, guess what the difference between 4 and 22 is?
18.
Exactly. We're teachers, baby. Can't get that by us.
No.
So, like, You mean to tell me you're going to throw a hang up over $3 million when you're about to lose 18 if you don't sign?
If I'm his agent, I tell him to do that. A, first contract. B, if he continues to progress, he's not even in his prime. He's teetering his prime. He's just entering his prime.
26. He'll be 26 this year.
You get what I'm saying? So like you figure in the next 2-3 years, bro. How old is Stephon Diggs? Isn't he like 28, something like that? Can you?
Yeah, he's older. He is older.
But that's my point. Look at the contract he's getting at that older age, his golden years. That's his last contract. Deebo, when the market goes up, it's going to be a problem. And I don't think the 49ers have a problem in extending him and giving him the money.
They've talked about how it's been budgeted.
Absolutely. Plus, guess what's going to happen? The moment they sign him, it's going to look crazy this year, and then next year is going to look like peanuts.
Just want to say thanks for watching and supporting the 49ers Rush podcast channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so in the middle of the screen now. And here are a few extra videos if you want to check that out for some more 49ers content. Just want to say thank you. And as always, stay strong, faithful.